the largest golf cart battery I have tested so far. 51.2 volt, 150 amp hours from Humsienk. This battery has new battery cells that I've never seen before. But you can see they're kind of long and skinny. And wait until you see the price for something this large with this construction quality. It's insane. You definitely don't want to miss this. Let's get this battery unboxed from Humsienk. Here on the top, we've got some documentation. We've got a little display. This appears to potentially be a mount for the display. And we've got a bunch of bolts. Now that is what I call a battery. That thing is epic. So this is being marketed as a golf cart style battery, but I think this is going to be a great addition to my tower of power right here. Because, check it out, 51.2 volts, 150 amp hours, 7,680 watt hours. Looks like it does have Bluetooth, nice heavy duty handles, but if you're going to try to lift this, be sure and get someone to help because this is like 130 pounds or something. It is very heavy. And then on the end here, we got some nice covers on our terminals. We have the pressure relief valve. Here's where we're going to connect our screen and a nice on-off switch. I just plugged this screen in. It's saying it is a 63% state of charge, 53.3 volts. Got temperature and this giant state of charge indicator down here as well. We also have a reading for amps. And the screen does have a timeout function. Let's see what happens if I push the power button. See if it boots it up again. So no, turning that switch on does not change anything about this screen. What does is there's actually a little button right here on the side of the screen, and you press that and that will wake it up. And it doesn't matter if the switch is on or not on the battery. The recommended charge current is 30 amps, but the maximum continuous charge current can go all the way up to 150 amps. Recommended discharge current, 75, but does have a 200 amp BMS, so it can do 200 amps continuous. 10,240 watts. That's a lot of power. I connected up the app, and currently it is agreeing with this meter here, which is good. 63%, 63%, 53.3 volts, 53.3 volts. It's kind of cool. We can toggle the charge and discharge off and on. However, I'm sure the discharge won't turn on without the physical switch being enabled, which is correct. Got our temperature, power in watts, our current. Come down here to warning. And this will tell you if it's in a warning state, under temperature charging protection, over temperature charging protection. So you can just see all kinds of warnings, alerts. Going to parameters here. You can factory reset or battery settings. I wonder if you could adjust some of these. Let's see. Let's take low temperature charging protection. And let's try doing 33. See if that changes. Nope. Doesn't look like it'll change. Let's go 34. So it seems like you could change something, but it doesn't look like you can change the parameters at all. The About tab right here just gives you some basic information. You can toggle your temperature selection, contact information. So just a very basic monitoring app. That's really all you need for a raw battery like this. Battery capacity test on this Humsienk 150 amp hour golf cart battery. You can see the charger light is steady green, and our battery monitoring screen says 100%. For this test, we're going to be using the Victron Smart Shunt right here. Okay, and we've got the capacity test running. 0.2 C rate of discharge would be about 30 amps. I'm right at about 32, so just barely over. According to this monitor, we're 33. But anyway, right in that sweet spot for a 0.2 C rate of discharge. Almost. It's hard to balance the perfect load, but I'm really close. Just a quick update on the battery capacity test for this Humsienk battery. The charger has ramped down, so I'm not pulling the full amperage like I was earlier. That's okay. We're still pulling over 21 amps, almost 22, about 900 watts, 144 amp hours. Voltage is dropping pretty significantly here. We'll see if we can eke out the last 6 amp hours. Okay, it just shut off. We're going to lose connection here, but 145.1 amp hours. So not quite the full capacity. And you can see here on the display, it's blinking 0%. We just lost connection on the shunt. So anyway, the battery officially died. We were 5 amp hours short. Really, really close. Let me go ahead and run one more capacity test. Battery capacity test 2.0. You can see we're pulling just about a perfect 0.2 C rate. We'll be back in a couple hours. Okay, capacity test number 2. Coming down the home stretch here. We've almost tied for our capacity last time, 144. Right there, voltage is dropping very fast, 43 volts. Let's see how far it goes. All right, it just shut off. You can see we're 10 volts now. The battery completely turned off. We pulled 144.6 amp hours once again. So maybe it needs to be cycled a couple of times more. We're really, really close, but not 100%. But here's my philosophy about this. When you see the price compared to some of the other offerings out there, I think you could quickly get used to potentially 6 amp hours short of your rated capacity for the price you pay. Now, it'd be nice if this is a common issue for them to potentially change the labeling so it said like 140 amp hours or something like that, just to set expectations for people. I could also imagine where these are a brand new type of cell that is just coming to market. There's probably a few kinks and efficiency things that they need to work out. But anyway, there you go. 2 out of 2 capacity tests, just under full capacity. Let's take a look inside this golf cart battery. Well, first thing I notice, we got a lot of airspace right in here. They could make this a little shorter, not just a little bit, considerably shorter, and potentially save some room. I don't think there needs to be this particular height unless it's some standard size and needs to fit in a particular golf cart. That could be. There's the little Bluetooth module. The BMS is sitting on this big metal plate. You can see all the screws have been glued down. That ought to be enough screws to hold this in place. I guess it's there to also provide maybe a little compression on the top of the cells. Something I do really love to see are these massive bus bars. So here's the main negative coming off here, going into the BMS down here, and then it comes off and it goes through this huge thick bus bar over to the negative terminal. So that is very impressive, substantially better than just some cabling. And then you can see over here on the positive, we've also got a very chunky bus bar. All the penetrations have been sealed, and cable management did pretty good. I mean, you have to kind of look down here and you can see a few cables, but then they go into their, respective bundles and head down into the battery pack itself. I'm going to pull this back a little bit right here, and you might be able to see these battery cells are not your average prismatic cell. This is a new kind of cell. Looks pretty cool, and I think it's more energy dense, or at least more efficient use of space, because something close to 150 amp hours in that small a footprint is pretty darn good. But yeah, I think that's going to be the best view of the cells right there. This glue stuff is very hard, and they've put it down into the head of the screw, so it's going to be really hard to get out. And that wouldn't really benefit us anyway, because I've got all these wires here that are in the way, and it'll be difficult to see anything more than this at the very end. But you can see they're kind of long and skinny. They've got insulating material between each one. Pretty cool and pretty exciting to see new innovations in the space. But big time kudos to them for overbuilding this with these heavy duty bus bars and stuff. That just really ups your confidence in the product. And it's crazy because this is like premium good stuff, right? Yeah, Humsienk is probably one of the most budget brands out there. So incredible to get this premium stuff in such a budget brand. It's really fun to see the progression of the technology here. I'll tell you what I'm most excited about with this. That's the price. To get a battery that has all metal enclosure like this, for the price they're selling it at right now, it's a steal. This is going to be the perfect addition to my tower of power. I'm just going to slide it right over here, and I've got these server rack batteries. I'm going to lift them up. They're actually the perfect depth to sit on top of this. And because the battery terminals are on the sides, I won't be crushing any of those or cables, and it will sit right here, and I'll just boost those server rack batteries up a little bit. I do think you get a little bit of a peace of mind just knowing that your battery cells are inside some kind of metal case. That never stopped a thermal runaway event or something like that, but probably buys you a little bit of time compared to a plastic case. And as you saw on the inside, the build quality, especially with those heavy bus bars, is really, really nice. Again, considering quote-unquote cheap this battery is. Probably the biggest bummer is I couldn't pull full capacity on it before it would shut down. But good to see that it has pretty good tolerances for protection so you don't over discharge it. So do you guys think you'd invest in one of these for your power setups? Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to have links for this as well as any discount or coupon codes I can get. So be sure and check those out. I also have links down there where you can schedule a one-on-one video consultation with me, as well as a place where you can submit a question that I'll for sure see. So be sure and take advantage of those options as well. I've got a lot of fun stuff planned for this year in the coming months. So be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the 5 free things to help get these videos in front of other people's eyeballs. This is a very time-consuming hobby. YouTube pays squat, and so really all I could ask is for you to do those 5 free things for me so that we can help the channel to continue to grow and flourish. You guys are all awesome. I sure appreciate all of you. Stay safe, and we'll catch you all next time.